Sports with Mike Lacett.
But if you want to know where the rest of the LPGA stays, all you got to do is come inside a regular house, like this one. Levels it out and makes it easier for those in wheelchairs to roll along. Well, Brendan, first of all, I think the male population just doubled in size in the Family Circle Cup Stadium court. Once the final whistle blows, Wells steps off the field and onto a police motorcycle. He's also a deputy for the Charleston County Sheriff's Office. Well, the field is certainly not looking good. That's what's going on. That's why they're not playing football at Johnson Haygood Stadium. We'll have a live report next in sports.
News 2 Sports with Mike Lacett.
There are some things in life that we can't explain. USC's dominance over Kentucky, one of those things. The Gamecocks, 9 straight wins going into their battle with the Cats today. Let's head to Columbia, and here's what we learned. When you crack the top 25, you ride to the games in style. The Gamecock living the highlights. Start off, first quarter, USC down 3-zip. What a day for the freshman Alshon Jeffrey. Gets the pass from Steven Garcia for the game's first touchdown. 10-yard pass play, Gamecocks up 7-3, and one free-spirited youngster loves it. Second quarter now, 10-7 Kentucky. It's Garcia to Jeffrey again. This time, one-handed catch. Very nice, 28-yard score. USC back up 14-10. The offense looked great, the defense, well, not so much. They allowed 361 yards, and this touchdown from Randall Cobb. Gamecocks down 17-14. This fan, it's okay, buddy. Calm down. It's going to be okay. Third quarter, still 17-14 Kentucky. Here come the Gamecocks. Here comes Jeffrey. 22-yard catch for the touchdown. Third and final one of the day. 7 catches in all, 138 yards. Cox back up 21-17. Fourth quarter now, 21-20 USC. Garcia taking matters into his own hands. The sneak up the middle, USC up 28-20 after the extra point, but still 8 minutes to go. And here is where we may have seen our Gamecocks grow up. After giving up a touchdown, the defense comes through. They deny the 2-point conversion. Score remains 28-26 USC. Then with 4 minutes to go, USC able to successfully kill the clock. Great run from Garcia, great day from Garcia, 16-23, 233 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Gamecocks take it 28-26. Afterwards, the head ball coach admits an epiphany about one-star freshman receiver.
Of course, Alshon Jeffrey.
All right, so 10 wins over Kentucky now. Gamecocks now 5-1. They're at number 3, Alabama, on Saturday. Elsewhere today, SC State gets back on track. The Bulldogs bouncing back from that loss to USC last Saturday, beating Norfolk State today 37-10. SC State now 4-1, 2-0 in MEAC play. Up next is Florida A&M next week. Ever since the Knicks took their preseason training camp out of Charleston, the Lowcountry hasn't gotten much NBA love. That is until tonight. The association returning in a big way. Preseason basketball. Let's head down to North Charleston Coliseum. It's Larry Brown and the Bobcats taking on Shaq, LeBron, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. James already in midseason chalking form. James looked good overall, too. First quarter no score. The nice deuce. Cavs up 2. Random note, much more Cavs fans in Charleston than Bobcats fans. Wonder why. Later in the quarter, tie game, Vladimir Radmanovic scored that in the foul. Charlotte up 2. And Mike Brown says, let's wrap this up. I want to eat some Charleston seafood later tonight. Here's what I suggest. Give it to James. Get out of the way. Slam dunk. He had 11. Cavs up 1 in the second. Then it's the big guy, Shaquille from LeBron. Don't call it a jump hook. He didn't really jump, so we'll just call it a hook. 12 points tonight for Shaq. Cleveland wins 102-96, the final score. That's your look at sports. I'm Mike Lacett. You're watching News 2 at 11 o'clock. When you think of a typical hockey player, this is the image that might come to mind. But when you get to know Stingrays rookie Johan Kroll, you'll soon realize he's anything but typical.
Hey, what do you want to hear?
Play the hockey song.
But in 5 years I see him now and then. It won't be the same. And no, I don't want to grow up.
He's like a Jack Johnson meets John Mayer wrapped up in, like some kind of a burly physique.
All right, that might be going a bit too far, or maybe not.
I got my first guitar when I was in like 4th grade, and then I just kind of taught myself through 6th and 7th grade. Didn't really know what was going on.
But he does now. In fact, after years of just playing for fun, Kroll is now a professional musician. He just released his first album.
The album itself I recorded with one of my really good childhood buddies. It's just kind of me and him, 2 guitars, pretty mellow.
All right, so I'm sure by now you're wondering how this man with the soft-spoken voice is also capable of dishing out that type of punishment.
You know, two different worlds. You know, when I'm on the ice, it's a battle. When I pick up the guitar, it's just let's just say, just kind of drift over in another world. You know, it's easy for me to kind of switch it back and forth.
Don't be scared of tomorrow. Just live on the flow.
Told him after watching him that he was not allowed around my wife with the guitar.
Live on the flow.
I'm Mike Lacett, News 2 Sports. That's pretty good.
Yeah, something like that.
When Goose Creek defensive lineman Sean Williams entered high school 3 years ago, he was a healthy 200 pounds. A big boy, but not big enough.
You got to have weight to play like inside, at defensive tackle, and because you got going against big offensive linemen and stuff.
So Williams decided to load up. His motto, if you see it, eat it.
McDonald's, fast food, everything, home-cooked meals.
He's now 50 pounds heavier, but is it the right kind of weight? A recent study says no. That study by the Journal of the American Medical Association found 45% of high school linemen overweight, 9% were obese. To put it in perspective, the rate for most high school students struggling with their weight is around 16%. That's cause for concern for many nutritionists, including Mount Pleasant's Charlotte Caperton-Kilbourne. She believes high school athletes are being pressured to pack on the pounds at an alarming rate.
Well, most athletes are being asked to be bigger now than they were. Most athletes are about 30, particularly offensive and defensive linemen, are about 30 to 40 pounds heavier than they were years ago.
And there are many dangers that follow. In addition to diabetes and high blood pressure, athletes that are overweight run a greater risk for ankle injuries and heat stroke.
You want to put lean body mass on, not fat body mass.
But how would a high school student know that? Caperton-Kilbourne says it's up to the coaches to make sure their athletes know the game plan of eating right.
It's not pack on the pounds by eating 4 Big Mac meals a day, but teaching them, let's have healthy meals, let's have healthy snacks, let's do it with whole foods.
Caperton-Kilbourne believes a better knowledge of nutrition will pay off both on and off the field. Mike Lacett, News 2 Sports.